Yeah, good evening. Oh my goodness. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, really happy with the result tonight. I think it was a good bounce back over the last couple of games where we didn't quite show our true selves. Tonight we wanted to be a little bit more expressive, a little bit more, in terms of who we are and what we are, show a bit of our signature and reignite a little bit of the all-out pressing phases. So I think you saw that in abundance tonight, and really proud of the boys with the application and the way they went about their business tonight from the start of from the first minute to the 95th minute. So I think 2-0 scoreline is thoroughly deserving, it's one to enjoy for 24 hours.
Thanks, Eric. Bradley, congratulations. We harp on strikers all the time, I realize, but what is the significance of Bruno Damiani scoring for the first time in open play in a while?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, obviously for him and his feeling and, to get the groove back in the run of play. And you could just feel it's been brewing in training. It's been edgy in training when things haven't gone his way. And, that all just, comes together in a night like tonight where, there's a bit of pressure. And then we show the quality in certain phases that we, have the ability not just against the ball, but also with the ball to hurt teams and create things. And I thought it was an excellent, well-worked goal. And I'm really happy for him. I mean, he does so much work for us off the ball. To him get rewarded, I think it's just deserved.
And you called on Sal Olivas as the first striker off the bench. What have you seen from him lately that's had him move up the ranks?
Yeah, I think you've seen I think based on his performance tonight, you can see exactly what he brings to the table. He has 2 breakaway moments or very, very close moments to a goal. His relentlessness against the ball, he cuts off the field. He does so many little things right, which frees up a little bit of the transition moments for the other guys to thrive on. So, at the end of the game, when you need a bit of a spike and an injection of energy where they brought their 2 on, we needed to counteract that and, change the situation a little bit of our formation. We plugged in Ty Baribo as the 10, and I thought we gained control again in many phases of the play. So credit to him and the rest of the team for taking that on.
We'll go right down the road here.
Bradley, it looked like from the start, short passes in between the triangles in the final third were really an emphasis tonight. The one with Ty and Quinn that sets up here is a little spread a little further apart, but was
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
The triangle that sets up the Bruno goal.
Yes,
it's a little further apart than a short pass, but was there an emphasis on kind of being a little more quicker with passes on the ball tonight?
Well, teams are running. I think that we're number 1 for PPDA. They're number 2. So things are coming at you real quick, and we had to be a bit sharper this week in training. And we emphasized a lot of the sort of weak side connections because of a team that's ball oriented. Connecting to the ball side, there's going to be space on that little weak side spot. So it's a little pocket of space that. Quinn reads really well and feeds Bruno in. But, we had a couple of those early on as well. And I thought through the second half we had to just correct 1 or 2 things. And then we were able to play through Danley, Jovan, and then really, attract them through the middle to get around them on the side. So I thought it was an overall team performance, a real good statement win in a derby match.
Jacob Inowethu had held 2 really solid professional strikers. So
sure.
Pretty much nothing tonight.
Sure.
What did you see out of them and how they handled Forsberg and Choupo-Moting?
Yeah, one thing is, to match intensity. Today we had to set the intensity of exactly how we wanted to do it, right? We had to put it on our terms very early on. And then that's what happens when you have, I want to say guys who, aren't used to that. I mean, they train and play at a certain pace, but we feel we up the ante on that. And when you make it uncomfortable for star players, you take away the passion a little bit. So, for us, it's about killing that passion and maintaining, the spaces and being brave to defend forwards and, just having a collective effort. And I think, throughout the whole roster tonight, everyone came in, made a contribution. Everyone started excellent contributions. So, and then Dre managed the game really well at the back there. Was composed when he needed to be and played long when he needed to be.
How's Danley doing? Looked like he kind of got his foot stepped on there and come out.
I think he's fine. I think he's okay.
And then Frankie coming back. What did you think of his minutes tonight?
Nice. I mean, Frankie brings an attitude and an energy that kind of yeah, it's our team. If you want to speak about what our team looks like, I think Frankie shows that in the locker room as a teammate, whether he starts, whether he doesn't. He's coming back from his injury, and he just shows, a little bit of grit every single day in training, which, even though he's been out for a while, and an ankle injury is always a touch and go thing because you get knocked, it hurts for 5-6 minutes, and then you can go again. And he's had a couple this week getting back into training, and you can see, he just fights through it, he battles through it, and that's what I thought we needed at the end of the game. And he proved us right.
The goal by Indy in the 9th minute gave you guys 6 goals now, which leads MLS with goals in the first 10 minutes of the game. What's been key for you guys, not just tonight, but overall throughout the whole season, within starting the games on the right foot? Yeah,
it just sets up a tone, right? And I think this is a special game. Not just for me as a former, Red Bull. It's an important game for me. I know what it means to Philadelphia. I know what it means here at Subaru Park, and I know what that streak means as well. So for me and for the group, we check off these boxes. Derby win, clean sheet, and we go again. So it's 3 points. It's a bounce back, after the last 2 games where, you did feel, a little lapse in a few things that we were doing. It was by no means the standard we wanted, and it was by no means disappointing. It was just kind of bland. And today we showed a little bit of that spark, a little bit of that signature, a bit of fire. Yeah.
We'll go to David and John.
Coach, what do you say was the biggest difference in this game tonight compared to the last 2 games you guys played?
I think I've spoken about it. I think I've mentioned it all in the last 4 questions. There's just fire, intensity, passion, quality, everything.
This was Andre's first win since he came back from Jamaica. He's the consummate professional, obviously, but I would imagine he might not have been in a great mood when he got back, given how Jamaica fared at the Gold Cup. What have you seen from him since he returned, anything?
Energy. I've seen him smiling, energetic, willing, brave, and contributing with quality. So, Dre's a legend of the club. If there's a game to play and he's up for the games and he's physically able, he's the guy we look to. So, obviously we have to manage him in the right way, and we know what we have with Andrew as well. So there is competition for that, and Dre knows, it's not too far to look over your shoulder, and there's a guy who's really hungry and who has played games and showed quality as well. So I think it's overall a good situation to be in.
All right, thanks, Bradley.
Thank you.